Hello everyone, I'm Jamie. I have to say, the hype around small screen phones just keeps getting bigger and bigger. As I missed the pre-sale, I waited over half a month for this NX1. How long did you wait? This time, they put thought into the packaging design. The box uses a split design. The bottom half is a base with a sponge, and the NX1 is secured on top. They're committed to protecting small screen phones, and I hope the manufacturer can keep it up. The phone comes wrapped in a paper film, which can slip off easily. Should be careful when unboxing. There's a soft film pre-applied on the front, but it looks like it's a bit crooked. On the back cover, there's a sticker with a network access permit and the phone serial number. As for the accessories, they're in the upper part of the box. As usual, if they can include it, they won't make the customer buy it themselves. A 5V2A charging adapter, data cable, SIM ejector pin, lanyard, protective case, and, a tempered glass screen protector. I'll swap that on in a bit. There's also a USB-C to 3.5mm adapter. For those who pre-ordered, it seems like there's also an anime-themed keychain and a little Bluefox tag. Of the 3P color options, only the white version has a white front panel. The chin is wide, and I noticed the screen's top and bottom corner curvatures differ. The side buttons are shiny silver, and there's a thin red line on the power/lock button on the right, indicating it's a multifunction button. Double tap shortcut is customizable. I set it to turn on the flashlight. Turning to the back, I think that's where the phone really looks its best. At first glance, iPhone 16 mini vibes. Used to flashy and exaggerated camera modules on flagship phones, seeing a single camera, I understand what the beauty of simplicity means. This design was a suggestion many netizens agreed on, and Bluefox adopted it, delaying the product launch. The improvement in the feel and build quality of the NX1 this time is obvious. The weight has been reduced from 140 grams on the Geely 8 Pro to 106 grams, 10 grams lighter than the Geely SDA. The most direct impression is that it feels much lighter and smaller. The NX1's middle frame is slightly thicker, likely for a larger battery. Its thin and light design is impressive. The plastic, curved frame offers a better feel. Aside from sharp camera module edges, the overall hand feel is good. I don't see it as a major issue. Some room for improvement is needed for future products, and there are no screen gaps or light leakage. The protruding camera design probably couldn't be changed due to time or budget. However, fortunately, once you put on the included protective case, it basically doesn't affect anything, in my opinion, is about subtraction. The X1 has almost eliminated all the knockoff design elements from the Geely 8 Pro, making the whole body look especially clean and simple. Aside from the USB-C port, there's only a single microphone opening, but I would suggest that it's best to add at least one more microphone to help eliminate background noise during calls. The speaker simply shares the same unit as the earpiece, and in actual use, the volume is basically sufficient. The infrared emitter on top is a rare new feature this generation. Domestic small screen phones seem enthusiastic about it. I didn't get it until a business trip. In a hotel, sweating from no AC, I saw a guy calmly use his phone to turn on the air conditioner with a few taps. At that moment, I suddenly realized that this feature is actually pretty useful. A transparent case doesn't affect infrared control. The NX1 has a 4-inch LCD screen, though smaller than the previous 4.3 inches. It's still ahead of the Gelixita's 3-inch screen. Here is a direct comparison of the content displayed on the same interface. You can see that the NX1 shows a lot more information. At first, I wasn't really into the white bezel, but I realized that on a light background, it actually gives you the feeling that there are no black borders at all. As for this iPhone-style pill-shaped cutout, even though it's not as dynamic, it's still way better looking than the previous generation's notch. After all, it's designed by a major brand, and at just a tenth of the price, you get this island feature. So what is there to complain about? This island could be made smaller. The area on the right side responds to touch when you swipe. Every bit of display area is precious. To hide it, use wallpapers. This generation supports adaptive brightness adjustment and screen off during calls. Screen brightness has improved, reaching 500 nits. It meets the standard for outdoor use. The color display and sharpness are still quite good. With 320 ppi, it's pretty close to a Retina display. The X1's processor has also been upgraded this time, equipped with the same G81 processor as the Redmi 14C. Although it didn't get the more power, it comes standard with a 3-choice 1-card slot, also supporting dual 4G SIM cards and up to 2 terabytes of storage expansion. The system is basically a stock Android 15, clean and simple, with only a handful of pre-installed apps, including App Store. While I can't say it's absolutely smooth, it's a noticeable improvement over the Geely 8 Pro. Due to the system's newness, some watch apps may have compatibility issues, requiring future developer updates. For WeChat, I installed the latest version. It wasn't as laggy as expected. Beyond initial longer loading, features like QR scanning, mini programs, and video calls are all supported. But honestly, the NX1 has a heating issue. As soon as the load increases, temperature shoots up fast. When I did a stress test with Antutu at a room temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, both the NX1 and the Geely Bar Pro quickly exceeded the 45-degree limit, and the test had to be stopped. When I moved to an air-conditioned room at 26 degrees Celsius, the Geely Bar Pro quickly exceeded 45 degrees again and stopped. And after holding out for a while, the NX1 also had to stop. The heat on the back cover was also very noticeable to the touch. You could even say it was a bit too hot to handle. The Geely SDA stayed around 36 degrees, feeling slightly warm and fine for normal use. To improve battery life, the NX1 chose a smaller screen and larger battery, increasing capacity from 2,750 mAh on the Geely Bar Pro to 3,000 mAh. It still supports 10W fast charging, taking about an hour to fully charge. In testing, after 2 hours of Bilibili online videos at max brightness, the NX1 lost 29% battery, the Geely S lost 41%, and the Geely Bar Pro lost 52%. So it's clear that the NX1's battery life improvement over the Geely Bar Pro is quite significant. But for me, the current battery life of the NX1 is more than enough. I need to charge it once 2 to 3 days. As for the camera, to sum it up, the camera is still 5 megapixels. The rear camera has been upgraded from 13 megapixels to 21 megapixels. Sample photos for comparison. Initially, I worried about software compatibility with the irregular screen. However, aside from a few older apps like WeChat Reading Ink and WeChat Watch, which have compatibility issues, most newer apps work fine. The software runs fairly smoothly. Smoother would be better. Battery life improvement is what I'm most satisfied with. Combined with 10W fast charging, battery anxiety is almost gone. But if you want to binge watch or play games, this isn't for you. So how do you choose between these 3 devices? Skip the Geely Pro. For long battery life, thickness, looks, and screen size, choose the NX1. If budget allows for comprehensive features and a device that lasts years, I recommend the Geely SDA. Secondhand offers better value. Share your thoughts below.